What if I told you that mechanics laugh when someone buys a new luxury car? Sounds crazy, right? Well, there's a shop owner in Phoenix who drives a 2010 Lexus LS with 412,000 miles that's had lower repair costs than his apprentice's Honda Civic. The secret? He bought it after warranty expired for $12,000. Same car cost $73,000 new. Today, we're counting down 12 luxury cars that become absolute bargains once that warranty sticker means nothing. And stick around because number one will absolutely shock you. This luxury machine actually gets more reliable with age. Let's start at number 12. Number 12, Acura TL SH-AWD, 2009 to 2014. When Honda engineers designed the Acura TL SH-AWD, they apparently forgot they were supposed to build expensive problems into luxury cars. Instead of creating another premium money pit, they accidentally built what mechanics call the most boring luxury car to work on, because literally nothing ever breaks. The 3.7-liter V6 wasn't just powerful at 305 horsepower, it was tougher than a $2 steak. Honda tested this engine in conditions that would make commercial trucking look gentle. The result? An engine so bulletproof that even Acura warranty managers started questioning their career choices. The super handling all-wheel drive wasn't just marketing fluff, it was genuine engineering wizardry that made front-wheel drive torque steer disappear like magic. The beautiful part about post-warranty TL ownership is the depreciation cliff works in your favor. These cars lose 60% of their value in 5 years, then plateau because smart buyers realize they're getting German performance with Japanese reliability at Hyundai prices. There's a mechanic in Atlanta who bought a 2012 TL SH-AWD with 127,000 miles for $9,200 3 years ago. Know what he spent on repairs? One alternator for $340, that's it. Meanwhile, his neighbor bought a BMW 535 iX Drive with 98,000 miles thinking he got the better deal, and in those same 3 years, he's dropped $6,800 on turbos, gaskets, and fuel pumps. Here's the kicker. Independent repair shops love working on these because they're mechanically straightforward. No proprietary tools needed, no dealer-only diagnostic procedures. When something does wear out after 150,000 miles, parts cost half what BMW charges. Insurance companies quietly love TL models because they don't break down often and parts are reasonably priced. It's like Honda accidentally built the perfect post-warranty luxury car while everyone else was engineering subscription-based repair revenue. If you want even more refined luxury though. Number 11, Lexus ES 350, 2007 to 2012. Toyota's luxury division looked at Germans charging $45,000 for cars that needed $3,000 repairs every year and said, hold our sake, we can do this better. What they created wasn't just competitive, it was so embarrassingly superior that BMW engineers probably started updating their resumes. The 3.5-liter V6 engine was so over-engineered that Toyota accountants probably had nightmares about the production costs. This wasn't a high-strung performance engine, it was a mechanical Zen master that could run highway speeds all day while purring like a satisfied cat. The 6-speed automatic transmission was calibrated for shifts so seamless that passengers genuinely questioned whether the car was actually moving. Consumer Reports gives these 5 out of 5 reliability, perfect scores for 6 years straight. These regularly cross 300,000 miles without major issues, and when BMW 5 Series owners are in repair shops, ES owners are just driving. I came across someone on a Lexus forum who bought a 2009 ES 350 with 156,000 miles for $8,700. 5 years later, that car has 287,000 miles. Know what they've spent on repairs? One alternator, front struts, and a battery. $980 total. Their co-worker bought a Mercedes E350 for $12,900 and has spent $8,400 on airmatic suspension, balance shaft gears, and electrical nightmares. These cost $33,000 to $38,000 new. Today, clean examples with 120,000 to 150,000 miles sell for $7,000 to $10,000. You're saving $26,000 plus and getting a car that'll easily hit 400,000 miles. The maintenance schedule reads like a joke compared to German luxury cars. Oil changes every 5,000 miles, transmission service every 60,000 miles. That's it. No $500 engine air filter changes, no $800 brake fluid flushes. But what if you need 3-row luxury? Number 10, Acura MDX, 2007 to 2013. Honda's luxury SUV looked at BMW X5 owners spending $4,000 on transmission transfer cases and thought, that's embarrassing. What they built was a 3-row family hauler so reliable that mechanics started recommending them to their own mothers. The 3.7-liter V6, making 300 horsepower, delivered 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. Genuinely quick for something that seats 7 humans comfortably. The super-handling all-wheel drive wasn't marketing nonsense. It was actual engineering that made winter driving feel like cheating. RepairPal gives these 4 out of 5 reliability with average annual costs of $571. That's half what you'll spend on a BMW X5 or Audi Q7 from the same era. These regularly cross 250,000 miles hauling kids to soccer practice. The transmission is Honda's bulletproof 5-speed automatic that shifts smoothly while lasting forever. A mechanic in Colorado bought a 2010 MDX with 142,000 miles specifically for mountain driving with 3 kids. 4 years later, that MDX has 227,000 miles. Total repairs, transmission fluid, brake pads, starter motor, $840. His brother-in-law bought a BMW X5 around the same time and has spent $4,900 on water pumps, gaskets, and fuel pumps before even hitting 130,000 miles. These cost $42,000 to $50,000 new. Today, examples with 120,000 to 150,000 miles sell for $9,000 to $13,000. You're saving $32,000 plus and getting legitimate 3-row luxury that actually works. The interior was designed by people who understood that luxury means lasting quality, not flashy gimmicks. Real leather that ages like fine wine, genuine wood trim, and electronics sourced from suppliers who build fighter jet components. Speaking of bulletproof SUVs, number 9, Lexus RX 350, 2010 to 2015. The Lexus RX 350 is what happens when Toyota engineers asked, how reliable can we actually make a luxury SUV? The answer, so reliable that warranty departments started feeling like they were committing fraud by selling extended coverage. The 3.5-liter V6, making 275 horsepower, wasn't just powerful, it was whisper quiet at highway speeds. This engine was so under stress that Toyota engineers probably wondered if they'd made it too reliable. The available all-wheel drive system provides confident handling while being so reliable that mechanics genuinely forget these have AWD because it literally never breaks. Consumer Reports gives these perfect 5 out of 5 scores year after year. Mechanics report seeing original batteries working fine past 200,000 miles. Not transmissions, not engines, batteries, the $120 part that's supposed to die every 4 years. There's an RX owner who documented their 2013 model from 98,000 miles to 276,000 miles over 7 years. Total repairs, brake rotors, a battery and rear struts, $1,090 over 178,000 miles. Their friend bought an Audi Q5 and watched it need timing chains, water pumps, and carbon cleaning totaling $5,250 before 140,000 miles. These cost $40,000 to $48,000 new. Today, examples with 120,000 to 150,000 miles sell for $11,000 to $15,000. You're saving $28,000 plus while getting an SUV that's genuinely just getting broken in. The genius of the RX was Toyota's refusal to compromise on quality for mass market appeal. Every component was built to last 20 years. Door handles tested for 100,000 cycles. Window regulators designed for decades of use. But what if you want sports sedan performance? Number 8, Infiniti M37, 2011 to 2015. Nissan's luxury sedan looked at BMW charging $55,000 for cars that needed $8,000 repairs every year and said, we can build something that actually works. What they created was Japan's answer to German sports sedans, except it was faster, more comfortable, and cost half as much to maintain. The 3.7-liter V6, making 330 horsepower, delivered 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds with an exhaust note that actually sounded expensive instead of fake and computer-generated. The naturally aspirated engine meant no turbos to explode at 80,000 miles like BMW's. The 7-speed automatic transmission shifts smoothly in comfort mode or aggressively in sport mode, proving that you don't need dual-clutch complexity to have engaging performance. Consumer Reports gives these above-average reliability, which is genuinely impressive for a performance luxury sedan. While BMW 535i owners budget for turbo replacements, M37 owners just enjoy the driving experience. A mechanic in Florida bought a 2013 M37X with 98,000 miles miles for $12,800. 3 years later, that car has 167,000 miles. Repairs, alternator, wheel bearings, valve cover gaskets, $1,350 total. His buddy bought a BMW 535i wanting similar performance and has spent $5,400 on turbos, wastegates, and Vanos solenoids. These cost $48,000 to $56,000 new. Today, examples with 100,000 to 130,000 miles sell for $10,000 to $14,000. You're saving $38,000 plus and getting a performance sedan that doesn't leave you stranded. The interior materials were sourced from suppliers who apparently thought they were furnishing private aircraft. Genuine leather, real aluminum trim, and electronics that actually work past 100,000 miles. Now here's where it gets controversial. Number 7, Cadillac XTS Platinum, 2013 to 2019. GM's full-size luxury sedan looked at Lincoln and thought, we can build something that actually works. What they created was America's answer to German luxury, except it was more reliable, more comfortable, and cost half as much to maintain. The 3.6-liter V6 engine was so bulletproof that Cadillac warranty departments probably felt like they were committing fraud. This power plant was tested in taxi fleets, police applications, and commercial use. If it could survive Detroit cops, it could survive anything. The naturally aspirated design meant no turbo complexity to fail, just reliable power that lasted hundreds of thousands of miles. The magnetic ride control suspension was pure engineering genius. No air springs to leak like Range Rovers, no complicated hydraulics to fail like BMW, just electromagnetic dampers that adjusted thousands of times per second while lasting forever. German luxury car owners reading this are probably crying. There's a Cadillac owner who bought a 2014 XTS Platinum with 118,000 miles for $13,500. 5 years later, that car has 241,000 miles. Repairs, water pump, front struts, battery, $1,310, over 123,000 miles. Their neighbor bought a Mercedes E550 and spent $9,600 on suspension, engine work, and electrical problems. These cost $45,000 to $60,000 new. Today, examples with 100,000 to 130,000 miles sell for $12,000 to $18,000. You're saving $35,000 plus and getting flagship American luxury. The depreciation curve works beautifully in buyers' favor. These cars lose 65% of their value in 5 years, then stabilize as word spreads about their reliability. Smart buyers are getting $60,000 luxury for $15,000. If you want sports sedan handling though, number 6, Lexus GS 350F Sport, 2013 to 2020. Toyota's luxury division built the GS to prove that luxury cars could be reliable without being boring appliances. What they accidentally created was a luxury sedan so bulletproof that mechanics started recommending them to their own mothers while being genuinely fun to drive. The naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 making 306 horsepower was Toyota's love letter to people who wanted luxury without drama. This engine was so understressed at highway speeds that Toyota engineers probably wondered if they'd made it too reliable. Fuel economy hits 23 miles per gallon combined. Impressive for a sports sedan with this level of performance. Consumer Reports gives these excellent reliability with perfect marks. The 8-speed automatic was calibrated for silk-smooth shifts that lasted forever. While BMW was building transmissions with 17 different programming modes that confused computers, Lexus built one that just worked perfectly for 300,000 miles. A Lexus mechanic bought a 2015 GS 350F Sport with 89,000 miles for $22,000 2 years ago. That car now has 156,000 miles. Know what he spent on repairs? Absolutely nothing except oil changes, tires, and brakes. His co-worker bought an Audi S6 and has spent $4,780 on carbon cleaning, timing chains, and water pumps. These cost $50,000 to $60,000 new. Today, examples with 100,000 to 120,000 miles sell for $18,000 to $24,000. You're saving $32,000 plus and getting a sports sedan that outlasts everything. The F-Sport package wasn't just about appearances. It included suspension tuning and brake components tested at the Nürburgring. You get genuine performance capability with Lexus reliability, a combination rarer than unicorns. But what about SUV reliability? Number 5, Lexus GX 460, 2010 to 2023. When Toyota engineers adapted their Land Cruiser platform to luxury SUV construction, they created something magical. A luxury SUV that could survive soccer mom duty while maintaining legendary build quality that makes Range Rover owners cry. The 4.6-liter V8 making 301 horsepower wasn't just powerful, it was agricultural equipment reliable. Toyota tested this engine in conditions that would make commercial trucking look gentle. The result? Engines that regularly cross 300,000 miles while maintaining original smoothness. The full-time four-wheel drive with low range provides genuine off-road capability that actually works when you need it. Consumer Reports gives these perfect 5 out of 5 scores with excellence marks across all categories. These are virtually indestructible. Mechanics see examples with 350,000 plus miles still running on original engines and transmissions. There's a GX owner who bought a 2012 model with 167,000 miles for overland adventures. 7 years later, that GX has 312,000 miles and has been from Alaska to Patagonia. Repairs, alternator, radiator, starter, $1,340 over 145,000 miles of brutal off-road use. Their friend bought a Range Rover Sport for similar adventures and spent $9,700 on air suspension, transfer case, and electrical nightmares before selling it. These cost $52,000 to $65,000 new. Today, examples with 120,000 to 150,000 miles sell for $22,000 to $32,000. You're saving $28,000 plus and getting an SUV that'll last another 200,000 miles. Here's the beautiful irony. While Range Rover owners were budgeting for air suspension disasters, GX owners were just driving. The most exciting maintenance item was oil changes every 5,000 miles. Now, if you're enjoying this journey, smash that like button. Number 4, Lexus LS 2007 to 2017. Toyota's luxury flagship wasn't just built to compete with German luxury sedans, it was engineered to make them cry like spoiled children who didn't get their way. The LS 460 represented Toyota saying, "Watch this," to every German engineer who thought reliability was optional in luxury cars. The naturally aspirated 4.6-liter V8, making 380 horsepower, was so over-engineered that Toyota accountants probably needed therapy after seeing the production costs. This power plant was designed to outlast cockroaches in a nuclear apocalypse while delivering power smoother than aged whiskey. The 8-speed automatic transmission was calibrated for smoothness that made passengers question whether the car was actually moving. Consumer Reports gives these perfect 5 out of 5 with excellence ratings across multiple categories. These regularly cross 400,000 miles on nothing but oil changes. Not exaggerating, 400,000 miles. A Lexus specialist shared a customer story. Customer bought a 2008 LS 460 with 178,000 miles for $14,500. 8 years later, that car has 389,000 miles. Repairs, water pump, alternator, starter, $1,580 over 211,000 miles. Their friend bought a BMW 750 Li and spent $10,600 on valve seals, air suspension, and electrical issues before selling it. These cost $65,000 to $75,000 new. Today, examples with 150,000 to 180,000 miles sell for $12,000 to $18,000. You're saving $52,000 plus while getting flagship luxury that's barely broken in. Post-warranty LS ownership is like discovering automotive nirvana. You get flagship luxury experiences while maintenance consists primarily of oil changes and admiring the paint finish. These cars don't break, they just accumulate miles while providing transportation poetry. Coming in at number 3, Genesis G 95.0 Ultimate, 2017 to 2020. When Genesis engineers designed their flagship sedan, they apparently looked at German luxury car repair bills and thought, this is highway robbery disguised as premium engineering. What they created was a luxury sedan that out-Germaned the Germans while being more reliable than a Swiss timepiece. The naturally aspirated 5.0-liter 5.8 making 420 horsepower was pure mechanical poetry written in steel and precision. This power plant delivered effortless acceleration while sipping premium fuel more politely than most 4 cylinders. Basically, automotive wizardry that defied physics. Fuel economy sits at 17 miles per gallon combined, acceptable when you're getting this level of performance and luxury. The air suspension system was completely re-engineered with lessons learned from German failures. Every component was overbuilt, every sensor was redundant, and every software algorithm was tested until failure became mathematically impossible. While BMW X5 owners budget $3,000 for suspension repairs, G90 owners just enjoy the ride quality. A Genesis owner documented their 2018 G95.0 from 78,000 miles to 164,000 miles over 4 years. Repairs, brake rotors, battery, rear struts, $1,340 over 86,000 miles. Their neighbor bought a BMW 750i and spent $10,400 on turbos, cooling systems, and vanos before selling it. These cost $70,000 to $75,000 new. Today, examples with 80,000 to 110,000 miles sell for $28,000 to $38,000. You're saving $38,000 plus and getting S-Class materials, 7 Series technology, and a 8 refinement. The maintenance schedule was designed by people who forgot they were supposed to generate service revenue. Oil changes every 7,500 miles. Transmission service every 60,000 miles. No $500 air filters. No $800 brake flushes. No $1,200 spark plugs. But what about hybrid luxury? Number 2, Lexus LS 600HL 2008 to 2016. Toyota's flagship hybrid wasn't just built to compete, it was their engineering statement that luxury cars could be environmentally responsible, technologically advanced, and absolutely bulletproof reliable all at once. This wasn't experimental technology, it was production-ready perfection. The hybrid system paired a 5.0-liter V8 with electric motors, delivering 438 combined horsepower while achieving 23 miles per gallon in a flagship luxury sedan. Other manufacturers are still trying to replicate this 15 years later. The system was so sophisticated that NASA probably took notes. The battery system was designed to last the vehicle's lifetime, with cooling systems so advanced that degradation became mathematically impossible. Toyota engineers tested these in conditions that would make commercial aviation standards look casual. Every component was designed with the assumption it would need to work flawlessly for 25 years. A forum member documented their 2010 LS 600HL from 142,000 miles to 276,000 miles over 6 years. Repairs, inverter pump, alternator, air struts, $2,500 over 134,000 miles for a hybrid flagship. Compare that to a Mercedes S550 owner who spent $8,400 between 98,000 and 156,000 miles on suspension and engine work. These cost $104,000 to $120,000 new. Today, examples with 120,000 to 160,000 miles sell for $18,000 to $28,000. You're saving $82,000 plus while getting hybrid efficiency that embarrasses modern cars and Rolls-Royce luxury. Post-warranty LS 600HL ownership is like discovering automotive perfection. You get hybrid efficiency, flagship luxury, and reliability that makes other manufacturers weep with envy. The interior featured materials and construction quality rivaling Rolls-Royce. Every surface was soft touch, every control was precisely damp, and every electronic system was tested to Honda's obsessive reliability standards. And at number one, Lexus LX 57, 2008 to 2021. At the top sits the Lexus LX 57. And honestly, nothing else even comes close. This isn't just a luxury SUV, it's fundamentally a Toyota Land Cruiser with Lexus luxury, and it's virtually indestructible. This is the vehicle that mechanics buy for their own families. The 5.7-liter V8, making 383 horsepower, delivered smooth power in a body-on-frame SUV weighing over 6,000 pounds. The full-time four-wheel drive with low range wasn't marketing fluff. It was genuine off-road capability that actually works when you're stuck. Ground clearance measures 8.9 inches. Genuinely capable for serious off-roading while maintaining luxury car ride quality. Consumer Reports gives these perfect 5 out of 5 reliability year after year. Mechanics report these are virtually bulletproof. They see examples with 400,000 plus miles still running on original drivetrains, not rebuilt, original. A mechanic in Alaska bought a 2010 LX 570 with 187,000 miles for brutal winter conditions. 7 years later, that LX has 341,000 miles and has survived countless Alaska winters. Repairs, alternator, radiator, starter, $1,480 over 154,000 miles. His neighbor bought a Range Rover and spent $12,200 on air suspension, transfer case, and electrical issues before selling it. These cost $80,000 to $95,000 new. Today, examples with 150,000 to 200,000 miles sell for $28,000 to $42,000. You're saving $50,000 plus and getting an SUV that that'll run another 200,000 miles easily. Here's what makes this number one. This is the vehicle United Nations uses in war zones, that African safari guides trust with tourist lives, and that mechanics buy for their own families. When everything else fails, the LX just keeps running. That's your countdown of 12 luxury cars mechanics actually buy after warranty expires. Which one shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I bet most of you didn't expect Cadillac on a reliability list. These weren't just reliable luxury cars. They were smart investments that deliver premium experiences without nightmare repair bills. They prove that sometimes the smartest money buys used luxury cars that are just getting started. Hit subscribe for more automotive secrets. And remember, let the mechanics guide you.